Hey you all, it's your girl,
The internet house.
Johnny! And for today's vlog mga curls, we're gonna be trying the all covered by Anakai's brand new tinted sunscreen. And also mga curls, finally, there's a powdered sunscreen as well. Alam niyo mga curls, I'm kind of curious about this kasi I've been looking for powdered sunscreen kasi since my struggle lately is I wear makeup sometimes going out and then we have to touch up sunscreen every 2 hours. And this year talaga, I've sworn to myself, I'm always gonna touch up my sunscreen every 2 hours kasi when I'm looking at my old photos, I swear to God, I look so old. I'm like, girl, that's the effect if you don't wear sunscreen. Like, bitch, I was 18, but I look like I'm pushing 40, bitch. I ain't going back there again. So I was like, you know what, Malcros, I'm really looking for a powder sunscreen that will work, especially for wearing makeup, pang touch-up. So yun nga, Malcros, so titingnan nga natin kung tunay nga bang nakakashikep yung all covered by Anakai. Let's see, Malcros, kaya niya ba yung all covered yung chismis, all covered yung stress ko, ganon. And also, I want to just take the opportunity to say this, na congrats, Sissy Anakai. Huge congratulations on your brand, on your wedding, and also your upcoming baby. Oh my gosh. I'm such a huge supporter over here. Like, sis, hope to meet you soon. Hindi tayo nagkakachikahan in public, pero in IG DMs, alam mo yan. And of course, mga girls, in case you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe down below. Hit that bell notification icon, and also don't forget to like this video, mga girls. And lastly, I'll be leaving all my social media links over here. So without further ado, mga girls, let's get started!
Show it sideways, smack it in the air. Show it sideways, smack it in the air. Let's move it side to side, smack it in the air. Let's move it side to side, smack it.
Alright mga curls, I have the tinted sunscreen over here and also powdered sunscreen. Alam niyo mga curls, let me just unbox this real quick. I remember dun sa previous video ko nung Anakai, yung tinted sunscreen niya before no 2019. That was like their tan shade. It's like really light on me. Like I swear, that did not match me, honey. So let's see mga curls if all covered by Anakai can redeem herself. Pero alam niyo mga curls, I have a really good feeling about this that this will match me. So I got this shade Deep. So malalaman natin mga curls, the deep truth. Malalim na katotohanan, hindi malalim na, di ba? Oh my gosh, Johnre, ang utak mo, nagiging green. So we're gonna see mga curls if this is gonna match me. I really like the ingredients right off the bat. Vitamin C, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and Centella asiatica. And then it has SPF 50+ and PA+++. I'm just concerned the second ingredient here is titanium dioxide. Usually, and titanium dioxide is the ingredient that makes your skin look white and like a whitish cast. And ang pinadala sa akin, this is the all covered by Anakai powdered sunscreen in medium. Okay, so they got me a lighter shade. I was hoping I could get deep, pero if this is dark and this is light, I can balance it out naman eh. So let's see if it's actually legit. So this is the powdered sunscreen. It's a lightweight on-the-go loose powder that blends easy with makeup and absorbs oil and reduces shine, creating a flawless and matte finish. It comes in 3 different shades, like medium and deep. And also mga curls, I'm gonna be doing a wear test neto and I wanna see how it will react pag nagre-retouch ako. And also mga curls, I wanna see if it's long-lasting, so we'll give it a try. And also mga curls, as I mentioned, when it comes to reviews, I'll keep using this one. This is the Luxe Organics Hyaluron Soothing Gel. Ang ganda talaga neto. I swear, you don't even need a lot. So I'm just gonna put this on para ma-moisturize yung face natin. And by the way mga curls, I just wanna share din, I'll be having like a hormones update kung ano nangyari sa katawan ko and like my body figure and everything. Pero I wanna make sure it's 6 months. So, antayin nyo na lang mag-June kasi gusto ko mag 6 months hormones update. Pero alam niyo mga curls, so far, like my voice really changed. Like I'm not even trying to sound feminine or high pitch or whatever. I just sound like this now. Like, it's so weird. Even my mannerisms and like my vibes, it's so feminine. And the next mga curls, I'll be using, this is the Luxe Organics Whitening Repair Whip Moisturizer. It has niacinamide and snail secretion filtrate. Slightly tacky, so I highly recommend. If you're gonna use it, ganyan siya. It's a, meron siya snail filtrate, so it looks like this. Parang, bakit ganun? Charot! Ang dami nagsisinyales sa akin. Tapos niload pa ako ng 365 days. Ano ba? Makarot! Anyways, and also mga curls, when you're gonna be using this, I noticed why it's called a whip moisturizer. It's not necessarily whip. For me lang kasi, the way you're gonna use this, since it has snail filtrate and it's like medyo tacky, ganito yung paggamit ko neto. I put 1 pump and then I just rub it on my hand. Kumbaga, I whip it. Pero I'm not trying to put it all over my face. Pagka ganyan mo, medyo nagiging ano siya, film-like, and then you just press it on your skin. You don't need too much of this. And alam niyo mga girls, medyo nahihirapan ako lately pagdating sa skincare kasi I am a Morena advocate. I cater towards darker skin tones. Pero ang daming products that has lightening properties na parang, especially ngayon, hindi ako nakakapaglabas and hindi ako nabibilad sa araw. So I'm getting lighter. May mga times na maitim ako, may mga times na medyo lighter ako. And I'm like, girls, saan ba ako lulugar? Pero looking at the bright side naman mga girls, if I have subscribers that likes to whiten or lighten their skin, at least I can suggest products na legit. Kasi maitim talaga ako eh. So, minsan may mga tendencies na nag-light ako dahil sa product eh, pag nagtetest ako. But this one, ang lakas na ito makalight. Kaya, you just need one pump, rub it on your palm, and then just pat it on your face. Okay na yan. I just watched this online. There's this like facial na parang naglalagay sila ng snail sa mukha. You're not necessarily putting a goop of snail slime on your face. They're just putting a film on your face. Same concept when you have skincare products that has snail secretion filtrate. You're not necessarily putting the whole cream on your face. You're just putting the film on your face. Parang when a snail just graze on your skin, parang they just leave a film. Yun lang. You don't need too much. Pansin ko nga lately, nagpantay nga yung mukha ko sa chest ko eh. And I'm like, bitch, sis! All them vitamin C and niacinamide. Alright mga girls, so face is prepped with all our skincare. I'm just gonna color correct because I always color correct my under eyes so that later if I put my concealer, it's gonna not look gray and weird. And by the way, I have no makeup on. I am wearing nothing, just a top. Hey mga girls, so this is the moment of truth. We're gonna try if this tinted sunscreen in Deep is gonna match me. So this is my shade. This is Estee Lauder in Cashew. This is in the shade Cashew and this is Deep. It's all covered. Let's see. Hopefully this does oxidize kasi the undertone is too neutral kasi I'm more warm and this is too olive for me. I want more golden na ganito. Hopefully it doesn't look gray on me. I feel like kasi dahil sa titanium dioxide, but titanium dioxide is good kasi it's a physical sunscreen. So if you have sensitive skin or it's mostly safe for more pregnant women. Okay, let's try this. Oh, it smells so good. Put this on. Alam niyo mga girls, I'm just hoping it does oxidize kasi the undertone is too neutral, so it's translating gray. But if this gets darker, this could work on me, which I'm praying. And also mga girls, share ko lang, I actually like Vice Cosmetics brand new sponge. Sobrang ganda. Like, bitch, it's so good. In terms of undertone, it's a little too neutral for me. I'm gonna show you what my shade is sa Estee Lauder dito sa side na to. Kasi I like the depth. It's just the undertone. I wish it has more gold. Kasi this one is more olive na it's too neutral. Like, parang, it's too pale. Yun, para wala siyang buhay. Ito. It just needs more life. Like, a more life sa color. Okay, I'll show you also what it looks like on real life. But the coverage, though, like, despite the shade being so light on me, like, the coverage, and it doesn't feel heavy. And it feels light. It's nice, though, but the color, it looks too pale. Like, you can see this is my neck. The undertone is, like, more golden and yellow. This is too neutral. So, tinan mo mangyayari. This is, like, golden. Then, if I put it all over there, it looks too neutral na parang it's eliminating the life on my skin. Parang nagmumukha siyang, parang nawalan ako ng blood. Ganon. If that makes any sense. Color-wise, it just needs more warmth because it's too neutral na parang it's leaning towards cool. It makes my skin look dull and too ashy. You can see it here. Like, considering ito Estee Lauder, it's slightly lighter than my shade kasi it matches my chest. I'll show you what it looks like on this side naman. Like, yung difference. Tinan nyo. Let me just get another sponge and then I'll put this on this side. Alam niyo mga girls, shade aside, the texture feels so nice talaga. Like, super light niya compared dun sa first. Like, no una, it feels very heavy on the skin. It feels like foundation. This feels nice. It's like a medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's full kasi may onting blemish ako nakikita. And it even like, super ano din niya ha. Super water resistant niya din ha. Kasi nabasa yung kamay ko sa pag-wet ng sponge. It's still here. And I'm trying to do that. There's still coverage. Like, girl, she said water resistant. She said sweat resistant. So, I'm gonna be putting Estee Lauder on this side of my face. This is Estee Lauder in the shade Cashew. See, parang mas may buhay to. Diba? The undertone. Alright, so I'm gonna be using another sponge on this. And we're gonna blend her out. See, parang tinan yung undertone, no? It's slightly brighter than my skin, but it doesn't translate gray. Kasi it has a hint of gold. Itong side versus this has more gold in it. And then this is very gray, diba? I'll also show you what it looks like under sunlight para makita nyo din yung difference in like real life, you know what I mean? So let me just put this on. Alright mga girls, so this is the side with Estee Lauder. As you can see, more yellow siya, it's more golden, pero on this is the side ng all covered. It's very gray ito. It's very gray. It's very pale. I just wish it oxidizes. I feel like for this one, para ko masalvage to, I need a darker powder. This part is really gray. And here, super gray siya. Unlike this side, it's like, it matches my undertone and it has coverage. So yun, this part of sobrang gray niya compared to here. You can see the difference. So for me, my only comment is, in terms of coverage, it's really good. The weight of the product, it's really good. Super gaan niya. I love the coverage. I love the weight. It doesn't feel tacky. It doesn't feel sticky and heavy. And it doesn't feel disgusting. Really nice. Just the color lang. Like, you can see my neck here. Ito parang, it looks super gray na espasol. This one is like just bright. And you've seen earlier yung comparison ko sa Estee Lauder with the tinted sunscreen. Alam niyo mga curls, I can save this with a darker powder, pero there will still be that white cast. I just hope that their powder is dark, but by the looks of it, it looks dark naman eh. So let's try this. For anything mga curls, I'll put concealer. I'll be using this is the Vice Cosmetics concealer in the shade Tunay, because I want to go for a natural look. As you can see na mga curls, just by putting the concealer on this compared to the tinted sunscreen, this one has like a more golden hue and then the tinted sunscreen is too neutral. Kaya nagmumukha siyang dilaw. It doesn't match my undertone. So, yun lang, pagdating sa color, they just need to add more golden in it. So if you're tan, if you're planning to get this, it's a little too neutral. Like as you can see mga curls, the demarcation ng concealer, like this portion is slightly yellow. Then this is neutral. So, ayun. I just hope that the powder will make it somewhat even. I swear, I love the sponge. Ang ganda na sponge na to. So, let's try setting the powder. Alam niyo, by the looks of the powder, it's slightly dark, which I hope it can salvage the tinted sunscreen because it's a little too light. At saka mga curls, let me also see what it looks like underneath natural lighting. Kasi there's a tendency pagdating sa titanium dioxide, if you're under studio lights, it's gonna translate white. Pero under natural lighting, it's gonna look natural because it's a sunscreen. Duh. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, it's slightly ashy in the forehead too. Tapos, on this side, this is the Estee Lauder. Let me just finish it up. I'm gonna be using, again, this is Vice Cosmetics Concealer. Alright, so we're good with that. I'm just gonna set this side naman of my face. This is the Fenty Beauty in the shade Banana on this side. Alright mga curls, so my face is already set. This one, ginamit ko yung banana ng Fenty, so it matches my skin. As you can see, this is my face set. This part, it's really ashy, so yun lang. The undertone, the powder, actually the shade ng powder is really nice. I would commend All Covered by Anakai. Maganda yung shade ng powder. Pero the tinted sunscreen, the undertone is a little too olive, na parang nagta-translate na siya ng gray. It doesn't look warm na golden na caramelly na brown, which I'm looking for pagdating sa sunscreen or any base makeup. So this one, the tinted sunscreen, the formula coverage-wise, such a beautiful formula. Very full coverage, lightweight. It's not sticky. It doesn't feel heavy. It smells really good. And my pores were covered. And also, hindi siya madumi tignan sa skin. It's just the undertone. Compared to Estee Lauder, it matches my skin really well. So I'm just gonna show you what it looks like on normal daylight. Tapos, I'll try putting bronzer and I'll finish the rest of my makeup para at least it looks somewhat matched. Then I'll do a wear test para sa tinted sunscreen ni Anakai. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what it looks like on a normal window, on daylight. So as you can see, this part, it's lighter than my skin tone and you can see the division here. And nag-leave siya ng white cast. This is the Estee Lauder side. It matches me super well. Actually, this is my foundation. Ayan, tapos nilagyan ko siya ng concealer ng Vice Cosmetics. And you can see this part. Medyo, it's too yellow kasi this is the concealer and then this is the tinted sunscreen. It's a bit too neutral. The powder made it somewhat darker. Mas nangingibabaw pa rin yung tinted sunscreen. Like, look at my neck. This part, nakikita ko na yung white cast, the gray part over here. Whereas this part, it's just my normal skin here. So that's what it looks like on daylight. Yun nga, you can see what it looks like up close. Pero the texture ang ganda, no? I really love the coverage and I really love the texture. It makes your skin look like skin. It's just the color. Diba? Like, parang it's like real skin, but it's just too light. Yun lang. And also mga curls, kanina pa to, so it had time to oxidize. So this is the darkest it could go. This part is very gray. So ayun, that's my only comment. So I'll be right back with my finished makeup and then I'll do a wear test. Alright mga curls, so I already did my makeup. Actually, I tried putting a lot of bronzer sa forehead ko. Parang kinapalan ko yung bronzer para ma-warm up lang yung skin. Kasi like I've said, it's too neutral. I need more warmth on my skin. Ito, hindi ko na to ginalaw. Like, this is just, kung ano yung kanina, ito na yon. I tried seeing if it's gonna match the warmth on this side. Medyo we're struggling here. It still looks ashy compared to dito. Parang wala, oh. It still matches my undertone. Partida, wala pa tong bronzer. And then also my jawline over here, it's too ashy. Partida, ito, wala pa tong bronzer. Medyo mas nangingibabaw yung tinted sunscreen since it's very full coverage. And can I just say, powder products lays on top of it so well. My blush and my bronzer blended so well on top of the tinted sunscreen. Sobrang ganda na pagka-blend. And I'm like, why does this not match me? They get the assignment na they have to go a little bit darker, pero hindi nila nakuha yung assignment, the undertone. It's just leaning towards gray. If they add, siguro more, ito ha, concealer to ni Vice Cosmetics. This is So Pinay. Ayan. Ito, So Pinay yan. Then this is the All Covered by Anakai. They get the assignment eh. The depth is there. I could see the improvement from the previous tinted sunscreen. Undertone na lang. I just need more warmth like this. Itong warmth. It's not orange, it's golden. Yun, this is leaning towards green, gray. And it looks dull. This looks more alive. You know what I mean? Ako pa naman, oh my God. I swear, like parang this is like a bad habit of mine. Whenever I meet someone, I keep looking at their skin, especially foundation, if it's ashy or not. Yeah, this one, ma-identify na ashy siya. And also mga curls, as for reference, I also have here, this is the Luxe Organic Tinted Sunscreen in tan. Kasi I use this talaga. It's one of my faves if I want more coverage. Like you can see, this is Luxe Organic's Tinted Sunscreen in tan. Then this is Anakai's Deep. So, ayun. It just looks slightly neutral and dull. Mas gusto ko to kasi it has more life. Kasi, something doesn't match your undertone, dyan lumalabas ang gray. So, ayun. That's my only concern. It looks decent if you put bronzer and blush, pero nakikita mo pa rin yung mga puti-puti na ganyan. Compared to this na hindi ko pa nilagyan ng bronzer and blush, it just looks even and it matches my neck because the undertone matches me. Whether a foundation or tinted sunscreen would be light or dark, basta yung undertone is correct, it will work on your skin tone. Hindi siya yung magaganyan. So, room for improvement lang sa tinted sunscreen. The undertone just needs to be fixed and tweaked a little bit. But the powder shade for medium is actually really nice. If anything, pa nga yung powdered sunscreen yung nagsalba neto eh. Parang nasalvage niya yung tinted sunscreen. Medyo napadark niya na onte. Pero mas full coverage pa din yung tinted sunscreen. So, hindi niya kaya i-dark ng malala. I could use this powdered sunscreen on my other tinted sunscreen. Let's say Luxe Organics Tinted Sunscreen. Pwede ko to ipares dito sa powdered sunscreen. And this is in the shade medium. I wonder what the dark shade looks like. Actually, okay yung shade na medium. It's darker than my other powder foundation. It's actually even darker than sa Happy Skin Fresh Morning Dew na powder, which I'm like, that one also, I really like that. Pero ito, sakto siya sa skin ko. So, the powdered sunscreen, I really love it. Okay yung undertone niya. I love it. I love that it doesn't leave a really white cast, which it will slightly kasi it has titanium dioxide, but na-counteract siya ng mica, so it doesn't look flat. So, I really enjoyed this one. This is probably one of the powdered sunscreens I could use to pang touch up. I want to see what it looks like if I touch up later. So, I'll be doing a wear test. Time check, it's already 11:15 and I'll do a couple of check-ins. Also with my final thoughts about the All Covered by Anakai's Tinted Sunscreen and Powdered Sunscreen. Okay, and I'll be right back. Alright mga curls, it's already 3 hours. So, this is what it looks like. Alam niyo mga curls, 3 hours na. Pero damn! This is Estee Lauder. Usually, pagdating sa Estee Lauder, I don't need to retouch. Super matte yan. It will stay in place. This is the All Covered by Anakai. It's very identical. Like, parang hindi ako masyado nag-oil. And I'm like, do I have to touch up? Like, 3 hours na. Parang hindi ko pa kailangan mag-touch up. And alam niyo yung ginawa ko today? Naglinis ako sa baba. Eh, walang air conditioner sa baba. Like, it's kind of warm. Especially ngayon, it's summer. But damn! This is Estee Lauder, but this is AC, girl. Oh, medyo oil ako dito. Very, very light. Pero, it's somewhat bearable na parang I don't need it. Like, ito nga, medyo nag-oil din ako dito sa Estee Lauder. Pero, alam mo yung tipo, hindi naman siya yung parang haggard looking. I just wish I had my shade. Like, you can see the shade here. 3 hours, hindi pa siya nag-oxidize. Hindi pa siya nag-match dito. Ah! See? So, what I'm gonna do, mga curls, I'm gonna be using, this is the All Covered by Anakai powdered sunscreen. I wanna see how it will feel like pag magta-touch up ako. Kunyari, naka-makeup ako. This is Estee Lauder. And this is the tinted sunscreen. Alam nyo, like I've said, yung shade na medium, perfect siyang powder actually. Like, tinan nyo yung shade. Perfect shade. Like, I swear. So, lagyan natin ng powder. I'm just gonna remove the shine. See, ang ganda ng powder, oh. Oh? It removed the shine without making it look ashy and weird. See? Maganda yung medium for my skin tone. So I wonder kung ano yung sa dark, no? It's really dark. Okay, so let's put that there. Di ba natanggal yung shine? Kaso nakikita yung ashiness sa ilalim kasi of the tinted sunscreen. Mas nangingibabaw kasi it's very full coverage. See, parang namamatch niya yung coverage ng Estee Lauder eh. And then this is the side ng Estee Lauder. Let's say I'm wearing makeup but then I'm gonna touch up my sunscreen. Tignan nyo, it doesn't make my skin ashy. Oh, ito yung sa Estee Lauder. Maganda yung powder. Super nice. It doesn't make your skin ashy, but it removes the shine. Tapos may sunscreen pa yan. So this is the answer to our question, how the hell are we gonna touch up our sunscreen with makeup on? Diba? Oh, yung powder ang ganda. For me personally, if I were to get this, I would skip the tinted sunscreen kasi the color is too ashy. Like you can see sa forehead pa lang, oh. Sa cheeks pa lang, dito sa jawline. But the powder, get the powder. It's so nice. See, it makes my skin look like skin. Tapos, natanggal yung excess shine. And it doesn't make my skin gray. Oh, ito yung sa Estee Lauder. Let's say, nag-touch up lang ako ng powder sunscreen. Diba ang fresh? Tapos ito, ang fresh, ang ganda ng coverage. Sis, yung undertone, baka naman. Ayan. Ang ganda. Diba? Maganda yung powder. I'm keeping the powder. I love the damn powder. I'm gonna be doing another check-in. I'll show you what my skin would look like after. Feel ko mamaya hindi pa ito mag-oil. Let me just get back to y'all, mga curls. Alright, mga curls, it's already 5 p.m. Medyo gloomy today, so hindi masyado kita yung sun. You know what I mean? But this is the condition of my skin. Kaya, alam niyo mga curls, the tinted sunscreen, kaya niyang tapatan yung longevity ng Estee Lauder, coverage, and then the texture-wise. Like, I'm shook. This is Estee Lauder, and then this is AC's all covered by AC, tinted sunscreen. Very identical. Like, tinan nyo. And then, hindi ako nag-touch up. The last time I touched up was like 3 hours ago. I did so many things. Nag-edit ako, and then naglinis na naman ako. Adulting levels. And pupunta ako tindahan, ganon. But sis, she is matte. She is set. Grabe. I just wish. Ayun lang. Everything for me is perfect. Alam niyo, comparing the tinted sunscreen before to now, I prefer now. Kasi yung before, it feels heavy and it feels makeup-y. This one doesn't. It feels light and maganda yung coverage niya. And then it looks like skin. But it's just that undertone. Yun lang comment ko. Undertone. They just need to tweak the shade. It's perfect. Like, kaya niyang tapatan yung Estee Lauder. But for me, the powder, perfect yung powder. I have no complaints. It's very fine. It covers my pores. Tingnan mo, smooth nga ng skin ko. Wala ka texture. It doesn't make my skin look ashy and white. And it also removes the excess shine. But not to the point that it looks flat. As you can see, this is my real skin. Medyo it's peeking through. Medyo nag-glow pa rin siya. Hindi siya yung parang espasol na flat sa skin. It just so happens that ito mukha lang siya flat na espasol kasi nga the tinted sunscreen is lighter. But this is my foundation shade. Perfect. Like, the powder, they don't need to change anything sa powder. It's perfect in my opinion. Like, I'm keeping this in my vanity. Tapos, ilalagay ko to sa parang portable na lalagyan. Para madala ko to. It's really nice. The tinted sunscreen just needs work. Color lang. But the formula, if you have your match, inggit ako. Kasi ang ganda. Sis! Anakai! Ayun lang. The tone lang. Pero the powder, super worth get. Partida medium pa to, ha? How much more yung dark? At saka kung tutuusin, the powder sunscreen kinda like darkened the tinted sunscreen. So, if you're planning to get the all covered by Anakai, for me, powdered sunscreen ang super sulit. The tinted sunscreen, if you have your match, good for you. Ang ganda niya. Like, very Estee Lauder levels. The shade, I agree, it's deep. It's just the undertone. They just have to work on that. They need to add warmth lang sa undertone. Alright, mga curls, so that concludes the review of the all covered by Anakai tinted sunscreen and powdered sunscreen. What do you guys think? Like, comment down below if you have this and what was your experience. And also, mga curls, I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And of course, mga curls, very important is to stay nakakshikep. Mama, how's the game? Bye, guys!